What's going on, guys? It's your boy Hammer back with another pre-workout review. And today I got something I was not even expecting to review. I took this today expecting a completely different experience, but this was the biggest surprise pre-workout I've had I've tried since I can even remember. So without further ado, this is Total War Black Ops, and we're going to get straight to it because let's be real, I got a lift, you got a left. So let's get down to business. Total War Black Ops. So Redcon 1. I talk about how a lot of these pre-workouts are the stuff you can't find in your traditional GNC vitamin shop. Redcon 1 is obviously a big-time brand. You see them, they're so common that they are in Walmart. But the Total War product is, pretty blah. But this Black Ops edition I saw, and it caught my eye, because it's got a couple things that caught my eye. It's got full dose of citrulline, but then it's got a full dose of beta-alanine, actually an overdose. Full dose of beta-alanine. Sorry, this label is a little bit small. But then it was the nitrates that caught my eye. 2 grams of citrulline nitrate, 2 grams of betaine nitrate, a gram of creatine nitrate, and I love me some nitrates. Other than that, it has 400 milligrams of caffeine and a blend of three different forms, so it's going to break down different times. It's got a couple nootropics, not at really good doses, 300 milligrams alpha GPC. It's got huperzine. It's got 3-bromine. So it's definitely not like your average person's daily pre, but if you're a stim junkie, you look at this formula, and this is like a stim junkie's daily driver type. And that's exactly why I was using it today. Now, I don't know if you can still get the original formula, because when I looked this up, it also had some GBB and either 1.5 or 2 milligrams of alpha yo. They changed the formula at some point. So when I bought it, I was expecting that, but then I got it and they had removed that. They didn't replace it with anything. But anyway, like I said, I was expecting daily driver type feels from this. 2 days ago, I did something really dumb, and I took a DMHA pre in the morning and then a DMHA fat burner in the night, and I wrecked myself, and I felt terrible. And then yesterday, I was actually at a wrestling event, so I had to go fly out. I wrestled in what was a Texas death match. I got beat to hell. I only slept 2 hours and 51 minutes according to my Fitbit. And I had to catch my flight home, so I was worn out. I was beat down. So I wanted to take something crazy and heavy, but at the same time, I knew I just burnt myself with that DMHA day. So I took this, and this has been sitting on my shelf for a while now. And I thought, this is going to give me some performance benefits with all the nitrates, the citrulline, all that. But it's not going to be crazy. It's not going to be over the top. And I'll be honest, like I said, this originally had 2 milligrams of alpha yo, so I added a cap of extremis alpha yo. So I did change the formula a little bit. But even that being said, this thing came in so quick. Normally pre-workouts take 45 minutes to come together for me. Within 10, 15 minutes, I was starting to buzz, and then I just got to this energy level that was just clean. I felt so good in the gym. It wasn't super crazy strong. I wasn't over the top. I wasn't, my heart rate, I never even got active zone minutes on my watch. I think I stayed just above 100 after my hard sets. So it didn't get me crazy heart rate energy, but I just felt good. I felt such good, clean energy sustained through the whole workout, recovered well between sets. I shaved a bunch of time off my workout. I was only in there for an hour and a half. I'm usually in there for 2 hours. But I was just recovering because I wasn't getting out of breath between sets. Super good focus, crazy good pumps. When I got out of my car, when I pulled up to the gym, I hadn't started working out yet. I went to grab my gym bag and my forearm was just bulging with veins. And it's obviously with the 3 different forms of nitrates in here, the full dose of citrulline, it just was you could tell that every ingredient in here is very quality source. And it's just like I said, I didn't look at this label and think it was going to be a bad pre-workout. I just thought it was going to be a very normal experience, a day to reset myself and kind of like know I'm taking a subpar product compared to some of the more crazy hitters. But that was not the case at all, man. This was fantastic. I had such a good workout, and considering how bad my sleep was, the fact that I wrestled yesterday, the fact that I'm still feeling like I burnt my receptors the other day, doing the double dose of DMHA, I felt so good on this. This was just such a clean, quality energy, nothing over the top, feel good head focus. Like, it's got, the dynamine, the theobromine, teacrine, alpha GPC. So it's got a couple ingredients that, in theory, are all a little bit of nootropic type of ingredients, but none of them are at like such a dose. Like, I've taken pre-workouts that have the crazy laundry list of nootropics, and it did not feel as clean focus as this does. It's not a head high because there's nothing like Araya or anything like that. Granted, I did add some Alpha Yo, so I got a little bit of head buzz. But that being said, man, this was such a surprise. I bought this with the idea of using it to be the base that I add to. That like, because it's got these quality nitrates and base formula, I could add some DMHA to it, or I could take a scoop or a cap of Dark Labs adrenaline, or whatever I was gonna do to make this feel like a crazy pre-workout. But I don't think I need to add anything to this. Like I said, I added the Alpha Yo, and I did like that experience. But I guarantee, even if I didn't do that, this would still be a very quality experience. And man, this is still available. I don't know if Redcon is still producing this product, but it's still widely available on stores. And like I said, there might be the two versions of it. You might be able to find the version that still has the Alpha Yo and GBB. I think there were so many people that complained about the possible cold sweats that they stripped those ingredients out. But man, this was the most surprising pre-workout I've tried in a very long time. Flavor was really good too. I got blueberry lemonade, or blue lemonade they call it, and I didn't even get to pick because I bought this on a discount. I found it somewhere for like $25, so this was the only flavor I could get. But it was delicious. Man, like I said, this was such a surprise. This has been sitting on my shelf for like 2 months in the very back because I didn't really have a day that I wanted to use it. But today I was like, okay, just gonna take something easy going, performance based. But it gave me the performance base, gave me the pumps, gave me the focus, gave me the energy, and I still feel great. And I'm just like, I can't stress enough what a, out of left field experience this was. So if you see this, if you can look it up online, you can probably find the places that have it on discount. I would highly suggest grabbing it, because even if you took the drink and it didn't quite hit as good for you as it did for me, as far as the energy goes, because it will definitely give you pumps, performance, power in the gym. It's going to do that. But if you wanted, there's room to add some more stuff to this. There's room to play a little bit of mad scientist, but you do not have to. This is a quality pre-workout. This is the surprise of the year for me. If you see Total War Black Ops, it's got your boy Hammer's seal of approval. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and tune in for the next video. See you next time.